Hey, some friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Symptomistic like optimistic, but make it Sims, and we are starting generation 2 of the Family Dynamics Challenge. So if you're new here, you can catch up on the previous generation, linked in the description. Also, if you want to just start from this part, because I think I will be making these separate playlists and maybe like one long playlist, I don't know. I would advise you to at least watch the Create a Sim video I did on Martin so you can kind of see more about him. So we are starting off the day. He was hacking earlier and now he's very tired from staying up all night hacking and then going to school hacking and just exploring the computer in general. So I'm gonna have him drink one of those like sleep potions, basically. I guess it's like coffee to the Sims. And he's going to go talk to his friend because his friend just called and said he wants to come over. So they're gonna have this conversation. Hopefully he drinks this before they talk. And so when his friend, I don't know why they stand so far away from the house. Like that's one of the things I dislike about this lot is that people have conversations all the way over in the middle of the island. So Martin is talking to his friend Micah, who is also I think in the junior geek con that Martin started, and they're talking about like they should go out and they should hang out with a bunch of friends. I know it's a school, it's a Friday night, so they can catch up. And so Martin is going to go back and get changed. Micah said he's going to do the same and they're going to meet up. So when Martin got to the restaurant, no one was there but Jade. Everyone was supposed to come, but as you can see, no one is here. And this restaurant is like the local spot for teenagers to kind of hang out. This again, I'm playing in SweetieWright save file, so I didn't build any of this. I didn't need to change it or anything. It was just perfect the way it is. And so it's just like this chill spot for the local Solanians to hang out. And it's mainly teenagers because it's like more of a casual island spot. And so Jade is on the phone with her friend right now, like, girl, you said you were coming, and then her friend is just like, I had to babysit. So it's kind of weird that it's just Martin and Jade. It's a little awkward, but they're cool. So I think they'll get along fine and they're just going to have food. Also, it's night on the town day, which I want to rename actually to, I'm going to see if I can do it the next time, but I want to rename it to like restaurant day, kind of like restaurant week, how local cities have that because they're eating the food for free. I mean, I know you can't do that in real life, but I feel like that makes more sense than night on the town. So we're gonna have, that's one of the reasons why they all met up. So we're gonna have them sit down and hang out and just get some free food because why not? They both order some lobster. I think Jade ordered lobster thermidor and I think Martin might have ordered some lobster pops pasta. So I feel like they really are taking advantage of this free food as teenagers should, and I think they're getting colas and they're just catching up. Since Jade is in Junior Geek Con, she has some of the same interests as Martin and they do go to the same schools. Martin is like, well, thanks for showing up. I see the rest of the crew did not to, and Jade's kind of laughing it off like, yeah, that's a little weird that no one showed up, but I wasn't gonna miss night on the town or restaurant day. I haven't really eaten here before. I kind of thought this place was like mainly for the cool kids, so I was a little nervous about being here. And Martin's like, we can hang out anywhere. There's no such thing as a place for the cool kids only. So hopefully you like the food. The food could be a little hit or miss, but it's restaurant day, so if we don't like it, we can just order some more. And Jade thinks that's pretty funny. She's really happy that Martin is so cool. Jade's a little shy, so she doesn't really trust many people. And she was actually just coming because her friend was going to be here and her friend did not show up. And now they're learning a little bit about each other because Martin already knows that she likes video games because she's in Junior Geek Con, but he didn't know that she disliked fitness, which is funny because Martin doesn't really like fitness either, or at least a traditional sense. Like he doesn't mind swimming in the ocean or like maybe going for a walk, but going to the gym, he does not like that at all. And he's actually been to the gym recently, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. Of course, the food comes when Martin is in the bathroom. The food always takes forever, but they're not complaining because it's free. Martin's really excited for his food. And Jade's not feeling it at all. She's like, this is not it. Yep, it's poor. So we are gonna have to order Jade some other food. Martin's food looks okay, so he's gonna eat it, and he's pretty hungry anyway, so we'll order Jade something else. So while they are waiting for the waiter to come around so they can get more food, they're talking, and Martin's phone actually starts to ring. It's Lavani, another girl in Junior Geek Con, and Martin and her have been flirting a little bit. They actually went to the gym together, and this is how Martin learned that he does not like the gym. She's a little more into athletics. And Martin feels weird now because he's not thinking of this time spent with Jade in like a romantic way, but he's also kind of like he's just in his hormones a little bit. So he's like, wait, is this a like am I on a date with somebody else, even though him and Lavani aren't a thing? So he's just confused. I'm inserting a clip of when they hung out and they had a good time, but Martin just was not feeling the gym life, and Lavani is really into that. Like she wants to be in shape, or she just wants to be at the gym. Like she just loves the whole vibe of the gym. She's not really into the at-home workout stuff. And so now he feels awkward because he feels like he's playing in the field more than he intended to. Jade, on the other hand, is not really thinking of this in a romantic way. She's just happy she's meeting a nice guy that is like a nice friend. She's looking at it more like, oh, this person is nice. I can feel less shy and awkward. So Jade is going to order some popcorn shrimp, and hopefully they make that right this time. I think Martin is going to get some dessert since he's already eaten his meal, and then they'll just continue on with their non-date, I guess. After they eat again, they continue to talk for hours. They both gain sentiments. They really enjoy spending time with each other, and they don't have any curfews because they have their locations on their phone, and their parents know that they're at the restaurant, so they're not worried about that. Jade says they should take a picture because it's such a nice night, and they are excited to share on their socials that they were at this place. Martin's a little hesitant because, again, now he doesn't know if this seems like a date, but she is in Junior Geek Con, so maybe it will appear just like friends hanging out. So they're going to take a few selfies, and then they are going to head home. Decided to walk Jade home because it was pretty late and it's pretty dark. So he's just going to walk her home. He actually ends up finding out that she lives pretty far on the island. So does Martin, but like she lives in a different direction. So it takes him a pretty long time to get home. Martin gets home and Miguel is actually up. Well, most people are up, but I think Scarlett is getting in the bed and so are the kids, but Miguel is actually up. Martin plans on being home and just getting on his computer and just continuing to explore the internet and learn new tricks for hacking and learn new video game cheats and just talk with his friends online who didn't come because he has to chat them and be like, so why weren't you guys there? But while Martin was out, Miguel actually has been home doing lots of thinking. Miguel is Martin's dad. Miguel's wife, Scarlett, is Gen 1 of this whole series, in case you still haven't gone back and watched. But Miguel has been thinking about how his son is basically a man now, and Miguel is very old school, very traditional, and he has ideas on how he expects his children to behave, and he's starting to think about how his son spent all night out just gallivanting with his friends. And even though Miguel doesn't give a curfew, he still wants his son to be aware of what could be happening at night. So Miguel is planning on giving Martin the woohoo talk. Martin does not expect this at all. He's kind of like, hey, Dad, what are you doing up so late? And what are you doing in here? And until this point, Martin and Miguel have a pretty good relationship, no complaints. I do think Miguel is thinking more about how Martin needs to be responsible and Martin needs to just develop certain character before he gets to be a certain age. So we should see a bit of a dynamic, haha, family dynamics, a bit of a dynamic shift between Martin and Miguel and how they kind of relate to each other. And it may be a little less playful than it was before. So Miguel is telling Martin, like, listen, you are an attractive young man. You have a good head on your shoulder. I think you should be careful about how you are out there. I know you are spending some time with female Sims, so just be responsible. And Miguel is pretty embarrassed because Martin is like, "Look, I already know about all those things, Dad. Like, I don't need to hear this from you. Like, we learn health in class. I know people who are woohooing already. I don't really want to talk about this." And Miguel is like, "Listen, you're my son. We are going to talk about this whether you want to or not. Like, you need to start taking some responsibility. And part of that responsibility you have in this household is to listen to the things I say. So if I say do X, you need to be doing that. Just learn how to take advice and be quiet." So that conversation did not go so lovely. And I think Martin is kind of taken aback by the fact that his dad is being strict with him in ways that he hasn't been before. And Miguel is kind of surprised because he feels like Martin usually listens to what he says. So I think it's just changes that they are going through. It is the next day, and Miguel has slept on the conversation he had with Martin, and he's a little upset about it. So he feels like he needs to continue to get on Martin about being responsible. So he went in and he woke Martin up, and he's essentially telling him, like, look, you do not need to be sleeping in. I don't care if you want to stay out all hours of the night, but you still have responsibilities. This house is a mess. So clean it up right now, and I don't want to hear any lip that you seem to have so much last night. So Martin is kind of just like, what the hell? Like, I don't know why my dad is ragging on me so much all of a sudden. He's also a little delirious because even though he was out late, he stayed up even later on the computer, and he's confused. But Martin is going to try to listen to his dad and not cause too much problems. Scarlett, on the other hand, does not really know why this dynamic is shifting. Like, she was having a nice Saturday early afternoon in the kitchen, and now things are a little weird, and she's not quite sure. Like, her and Miguel did not discuss like a change in this dynamic, and so she's kind of taken aback by it all. What do you all think about the change in Martin and Miguel's relationship? I know I haven't focused that much on it before, and this episode does seem kind of like we're dropped in the middle, but we really are not. It's just sometimes parents have trouble adjusting to their Sims aging up. So I wanted to show that. And a little later on, Martin actually went out and rented a jet ski just to kind of cool his head. And I think this is a perfect place to leave off. I cannot wait to see your comments on the first episode of Gen 2 Family Dynamics Challenge. And if you want YouTube to know you like these kind of videos, please give this video a like and subscribe. I'm Symptomistic, like optimistic, but make it Sims. Talk to you later. Bye.